Why do all these companies that like try to do something different or try to brand themselves as something different, they have to have like a trendy name for their actual product? Like these can't just be containers. They have to be capsules.
That's it. That's my intro.
Hi, I'm Amanda. You're watching Swell Entertainment, and today we are talking about Cadence, magnetic travel container capsule things. Why am I talking about these? Well, they've been advertised to me a lot on Instagram, and I started getting people recommending that I do a review on them because they want to know if it's worth it. As someone who, does little day trips and travels around here and there, they want to know what I think of them because they're not cheap. They've been doing influencer marketing here and there, but mostly they just send out stuff in PR from what I can tell. Cadence is described as calm and control everywhere. The capsules are customizable, leak-proof, magnetic containers designed to maintain your routines home and away. So the reason I gave these a hard time about being called capsules is because I really am seeing a trend with all of these companies that try to do something new. They can't just have like, oh yeah, it's portable, it's a container, and it's Cadence. They can't just have that. They have to have capsules. It's like with the Square Eats. They can't just be portable, portioned out food. No, it has to be squared. I don't know what about making it square means that there's no flavor in it, but still, a lot of things like that. It's like there has to be like a thing to it to make it different and stand out, which is a gimmick. Why can't we just call them containers anyway? But the honeycomb shape is like their whole deal. They're also magnetic. This is a letter on their website from their founder. My personal mission is to reset people's expectations of their products. For years, the question that was on my mind was, when did my expectations for the integrity of products I purchase get so low? Why do products not last anymore? Where is the joy that should come with making a thoughtful purchase? I am enamored with objects that are intuitive, created with integrity, and deliver on promises. When you find an object that does all three, they deliver a feeling. A thing worth having. We reimagine products through the lens of art. We design from the intersection of dance and engineering. I'm not trying to knock you, but I also am. It's a capsule for your toiletries and such. Shove in your bag for a night trip or longer. Dance and engineering. Over 10 engineers told us our product was impossible to make and suggested changing to a more traditional design. I want to know what engineer told them this was impossible to make, let alone over 10 engineers told them. I'm curious. Finally, we found our engineer, Graham, paired with Steph, our founder. Engineering and movement came together. The capsules were designed to move with you because the way you move impacts the way you feel. I am making fun of this because the wording is hilarious. Like if it's an athlete thing, like, oh yeah, coming with me to dance class, coming with me to my boyfriend's house, X, Y, and Z, things like that. I don't have a boyfriend. Every time I say that, people think I have a boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend, but still. I don't have a girlfriend either. God. Applications are open within reason. Please don't be creepy. And when I say applications, don't just send me your dick pic. People have done that. One day I'm just going to publish them. I don't know what the legal ramifications of that would be, but I'm willing to find out just to make a point. Manufacturing, for everything from quality control to their birthdays, we are in constant communication with our partners. I mean, that's sweet, I guess. So these are made from recycled ocean-found plastics. That's nice. They are a thick container, so a lot of plastic does go into these. These did come in a package that was ripped open. My building security was very concerned that someone had stolen it. But no, it's just these were in a box that were inside of a shipping bag. Obviously, I'm not going to show you my address, but this is where the rip was. This tape is from building security. They were like, we tried to fix it. Thank you. This was in a box that was in here that then ripped through. And it's like, this would become redundant if you just made your box slightly larger and then just used a little bit of like packaging like this, like shred it up inside. Cut up something cute, but it would be less stuff in general. Just saying, more sustainable option. But here's some of my footage of me actually unboxing these and all of that. So here's all the ones I got. I got 6, like I said. I tried to get the different colors. I didn't get black because I know myself, and I know that in my bag with like the amount of dark clothing that I have, I'll lose it, So I figured the brighter colors were probably a good idea, and I could like review the colors. So the way that I'm reviewing these now is Father's Day is coming up as I'm filming this. Hermes is gnawing on my chair. One moment. Can you stop? as I'm filming this, Father's Day is coming up, and Hermes and I are going to go to my dad's house tomorrow. So we're doing that, and then I'm basically spending 2 nights there, and then coming back here for 2 nights, and then going back to my dad's house because he lives in Irvine and VidCon is in Anaheim. And so I'll be staying at his house the entirety of VidCon. So I thought that was a perfect time for me to review these and see how they match up for a 2-night stay and then a longer day stay. I'm not going to use the shampoo and conditioner ones. I'll probably put something else in there. I'll still use them, but I won't use them for shampoo and conditioner because I just thought about it more and I was like, it's stupid. I got face moisturizer. You cannot eat it. Shampoo, like I said, jewelry, conditioner, face serum, and cleanser. Okay, stop. I mean, that would be a durability test if I let him chew it, but I do think he would swallow it. he looks like a monster. Stop trying to eat the cardboard. Okay, I was excited to try this out for jewelry because I wear a lot of studs. I have double pierced ears and I wear rings and I like daintier necklaces. I like to layer them. Something like this would be good for, keeping my jewelry and studs all together. I usually use little jewelry bags, like when you get a bracelet and they put in a little baggie for you. I repurpose those a lot, but often with studs, it doesn't matter how tightly I tie them, without fail in my bag, they fall apart, they fall open, and the studs fall out. So something like this I do like for jewelry. Okay, so here's my finger. Here's this. That is, hold on. That's how deep down it goes. I'm glad it's concave and doesn't have corners inside like the actual shape of the bottle, because I do think that would suck for getting product out at the end. We're obviously going to see how much I can fit in this, like how many pumps of everything and all of that. This will be jewelry and all of that. We'll set that all up tomorrow. They are magnetic. The tops do not magnetize to themselves. The labels pop up are also magnetized. So I can swap these out if I wanted to. I do kind of want to see how it would look like if I swapped out, let's do face moisturizer and face serum. We're going to swap these two. So if I really wanted to, I could mix and match the tiles. I kind of like the look of that. That's kind of fun. We're obviously going to test if these are leak proof, how much I can actually get in here, if it actually lasts me 2 days, if it actually lasts me longer. The goal is to not have to do a store run while I'm at my dad's place for VidCon. Because that's just not ideal. It just really isn't. It's a 4-day event. I'll be there all 4 days. The last thing I want to do is have to run to CVS to go grab a toiletry item that I ran out of. It's just not pleasant. Like I said in my vlog footage, I got the shampoo and conditioner capsules, and then literally after I ordered them, I was like, wait a minute, that's stupid. I cut my hair recently, but I had a lot of hair. This size of capsule is like shampoo even, like 2 uses. For me, yeah, 2. 1, I use a lot. I have pretty medium fine hair, but I have a lot of it. So I just finished filming and now I'm getting ready to go. Hermes is at my feet wondering who I'm talking to. So if you hear him barking, that's why. But I decided I'm going to start packing these all up because I finished filming and I got to get on the road. I'm going to do face serum first, and I'm going to use my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow niacinamide dewdrops. I have another one, but it's just not the one I'm using this time. So like I said, this one's concaved. So we're going to see exactly how much can fit in here. This is just for 2 nights, but still. So 1, 2, 9, 10. More than enough for the 2 nights I'm going to go. Obviously, I don't want to overdo it. The problem that I'm seeing with these already is that what I like about the original containers, and let's say I go and buy a travel size from them, I like the idea of not having to dig into the product personally if I don't need to. Obviously, some containers you have to dig into the product. I don't want to deal with the mini spoon shit and all of that. I just don't want to. I wash my hands before I touch my face with skincare and all of that, but I mean, I guess we're gonna see. Here, let me show you how much is actually in here. I do think there is potentially a sanitary issue. I know it's hard to tell, but there's serum in there. It does look a little sus, but it's pink, so I think it's fine. And then I guess we're gonna see how tight these are, because there is a rubber ring inside the lid, so hopefully this will be secure. But also there's not anything, there's nothing, that's just the plastic right there, and I'm assuming there's a magnet in there. I guess we'll see how much transfer there is. Cleanser next. This is the lavender. I love this color purple, by the way. It looks very nice. And if you judge me for how dirty this bottle is, I will not respond. 1, 2, 7.5 pumps of CeraVe. Don't eat the... Hey, Don't eat the rug. My friend said that Hermes looks homophobic, and now I can't unsee it when I look at my dog. Tell me right now, does my miniature schnauzer look homophobic to you? Are you kissing me because you know I'm bi and you're trying to prove you're not homophobic? Are you pulling a Michael Scott? He might be. I don't know. Like I told you, I'm not going to do the shampoo and conditioner with shampoo and conditioner. So I decided I'm going to do, the shampoo was going to be aloe vera because I'm dealing with a sunburn right now. And so I'm just loading up on this, but I don't have a travel size aloe vera. So we're going to use shampoo for aloe vera. I do like this terracotta color. I believe that's what they called it, was terracotta. God damn it, I hate these bottles. Obviously, this is the 2-night trip that we're doing. A little bit of overspill on this one, but not terrible. He wants to tell you about his face routine. He growls at me while I try to brush his beard and trim out any knots that he won't let me brush. Trying to decide what to put in the conditioner bottle. I like the pink, but I'm trying to decide. Usually, I put my airspun powder in the little containers. Because we're doing this, we'll put it in this one, because then that way I can show what a powder product looks like in this, I guess. That works. We'll do that. So to prevent this from going everywhere, we're going to make a little... I'm not going to do this hovering, because I need both hands, but I'm going to use the spatula. Powder's in there. I don't want to tilt it too much, but powder is in there. And yeah, I think that's it for now. All 6 are filled. We're going to see if these leak in my bag or anything like that. So I did the Build Your 6, which is usually $84. Right now they have a sale for $76. I don't know if that's when I got it, was when it was on sale. So the way that the Build Your 6 works is that you pick your color and you pick what the words are or what the symbol is. They had symbols. I decided words because I'm forgetful and I'll forget the symbols. And so these are the colors and then the item, the words that I got on the top. So lavender cleanser, Pacific face serum, eucalyptus face moisturizer, terracotta shampoo, petal conditioner, sand jewelry. You could also do all the same color. I just wanted to show the different colors. So yeah, they all look good. The color's consistent. It's not like they're painted on. This is like the plastic itself is dyed and then poured, or however they do it with the manufacturing of the product itself, which I do like. I do like that the tiles are interchangeable. If I really wanted to, I could probably order just the tiles themselves. Can I do that? $4 per tile? $36 for 12 tiles? Okay, I got an email from Cadence for your upcoming trip, and it shows like easily 16 Cadence capsules in a bag going through TSA. Flying with your capsules, the capsules are leak-proof and TSA approved, so you can pack a carry-on only without worry. Make sure you place your toiletry bag in a separate tray like you would with your laptop. Because there's magnets in these, do I need to pull this out and put this on top of something else? There's magnets in the sides, and there's magnets in the lids. And there's magnets in these little guys. So yeah, would that be a problem for someone, TSA? Because I never pull my toiletry bag out of my carry-on at TSA. Unless they say, hey, there's too much liquid there and they flag me. But usually I'm pretty good about making sure I don't have too many liquids. This is jewelry, shampoo, and conditioner, but still not the ones that I would use. I would probably use cleanser, face serum, face moisturizer. Just these 3 in my bag. I mean, I guess that's fine. Like I said, I did like the jewelry space because I usually use a little baggie for like my earrings and necklaces and things like that when traveling. So I have options, but obviously hoops of a certain size are not going to fit in here. Certain sizes of pendant, rings, etc. are not going to fit here. I'm about a size 7 to 8 ring size, so they fit in here pretty much no problem. That's what was still in here was a couple of my rings. But I did like this. I like that it's magnetized. My studs stick to the sides of this, which I do like a lot. So for jewelry, great. I love it. For everything else, it's cute. It's gimmicky. It's aesthetic. I can leave this on the counter and not worry that my Instagram picture is going to be ruined. I was going to film this last night, but I was so tired after dinner. We got back from dinner like super late. So I just washed my face and went to bed. Morning, we are going to the flea market in Long Beach. And so I figured I would just pull myself together for you guys and review these little bitches. Let me dampen my face a little bit first. Okay. And then we gotta just literally go right on in. Scoop a bit out. And I do the 60-second method because that's how I personally clean my face. Make sure I get all the residual mascara and eyeliner out. Also, I look like I have a huge forehead when I do this. Riveting content, I know. So this is the one with a very little serum in it. But like, you don't need a ton of this stuff. So there's this study that I believe was done. I gotta find it. You shouldn't use, like, let's say a dropper or something directly onto your skin and then put the dropper back into the bottle. You're supposed to like do it on the back of your hand so you don't touch it and you can see that it's not touching, because you're less likely to grow microbacteria in the bottle. And before anyone says there's bacteria in everything, it's good for you. I just don't want mold in my containers. I don't think there's anything wrong with not wanting mold in your containers. I'm a whole face bitch when it comes to skincare. I'm very big on doing like the skin of my eyebrows, my lash line, all of it. That's why I can't do extensions, eyelash extensions. Also, the glue scares me. I will say as well, none of these leaked in my bag. They were all just kind of there. And they're all pretty full for the most part, other than the serum. Everything's really full. This would be what my Vogue Beauty Secrets would look like. Just super unclassy. None of this like green smoothie drinking. No, she's on the floor in a band t-shirt, rubbing in her face oil aggressively in an upward motion. Now I let that sit for a second, and then I'm going to do SPF. But I'm going to do CC cream today because we're going to be outside and we're going to dinner later and I'm going to come back and shower later. So like I can't set this in any way. I just have to rub it in. But I know you're not supposed to set CC cream, but sometimes I like to... My dad is... So we're on part 2 of this week. Today was the first day of VidCon registration. Ignore Hermes demanding attention below me. And as far as the pods go, I didn't refill these before going to this leg of the trip. I was home for 2 days and that was it. Why didn't I refill them? I would love to be able to tell you that it was because I wanted to see how long one would go. The reality is that I forgot to refill them. Just totally slipped my mind. Anyways, it's still 11 o'clock at night and I'm fucking tired from the first day of VidCon. Face serum. I still don't like the whole digging into it, but you know, I guess that's the nature of any... Can you stop being crazy? Hi. This is the one that's gonna run out first, this serum, because there just wasn't a ton in there to begin with, because I didn't want to empty the bottle into this. It just didn't make sense for a smaller trip when I only use so much. Also, this one's settling sideways, which is fine because it's been lying sideways. So far, the one that I'm getting the most use out of for the Cadence is jewelry, because my earrings and studs stick to the sides of it because it's magnetic, so that's nice. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Goodbye. None of the colors faded over the couple of trips that I did. I have another trip coming up next weekend. I'm sure these will probably be used again just to see how they react in that. I did like having this for jewelry. For powder, not so much. I use the conditioner bottle for my face powder because I usually use like one of the little capsule things, one of the little container things that I got from an Amazon bulk thing that has a wider rim and it's shallower. So it's easier for me to get some product without overloading on product. So for these with the depth, it doesn't work for like say powder products in my opinion. I saw a lot of people on social media using these for their supplements and things like that. I just have a little pill container and I like being able to put the different days of the week because I like things to be clear sometimes. I like that the lids are also magnetized. So when they're open, if I'm like trying to do my skincare or whatever, I don't have to just set this on the counter. I can just make sure that they're connected. I felt like I wasn't going to lose the lid. Like I just almost did. I like that they're fairly durable. Like I said, I dropped these. They didn't break open. They didn't pop off. This does not come off super easily, even though they are like a little divot in there. It doesn't like fly off when I dropped it or anything like that. The depth is a little annoying. Sometimes it's easier to get at the product than other times. There was no leakage or anything, obviously. Everything just kind of settles to the bottom. There's a little bit of cleanser left in here. The way that I use travel products like this is I continue to use product out of these because I don't like product sitting in these when it's been transferred into this because it's a bacteria thing to me and all of that. Again, not sure how I truly feel about something like a serum digging into this to get to my face. Even if I wash my hands or whatever, I've touched other products, I've done other things, but I'm touching my face regardless. Like I said, when I was filling these, I did like that these are concave in the center so that there's no corners for product to hide in and it's easier to get every last bit when you're traveling or cleaning, etc. I guess I like that I can break these up and spread them apart. In my bag for VidCon, I did kind of have these broken up in the corners of just where there was space, so I didn't have them all together. I do think that traveling on a plane would probably be more concerning for that. Overall, the cost of this, I mean, you're paying for recycled plastic, personalization. The overall concept, I mean, it's cute. It's nice. It's a little clunky together, but I mean, I can also do like that and put it in the side. I could put it like this on the side. Again, the magnets, I don't know how that would get you through TSA. I don't know if that would be a problem. Could I do them all like that? I wouldn't let them hold each other up. Okay, so I could feasibly put them all side by side. Like I said, in my bag, I wasn't going through TSA, but I broke them all up and kind of spread them out. Then again, I had to do a little scavenger hunt, so I don't recommend that. Could I just shove these all into my toiletry bag? Sure, but it's kind of clunky and it takes up space in the toiletry bag, and that defeats the purpose of these, because the toiletry bag, I would just use my regular refillable, what's it called, bags. I do like the refillable nature of this. I do like that these are probably more sanitary than, say, the rubber and plastic ones that I have potentially. So would I recommend these? Get them when they're on sale. Don't buy full price. I think also an important thing with this, like there was no reason for me to buy the shampoo and conditioner one. There really wasn't. I should have done something else. I ended up using them for something else, but still. So I really think it's important to do a kind of a stock of what you take when you do an overnight trip or a travel trip and think, what's something that I actually need, and build your own. I think the build your own, the smallest you can do is 6. Yeah, a $14 a piece capsule. Fuck that. I do think the best value would be the 6. $145 for 12. That's, you're making this hard on me, Cadence. Would I buy these again if I wasn't doing a review on it? The answer is no, probably not. I wouldn't be able to justify the cost when the items that I have from, say, a Target or an Amazon or a dollar store even, those work fine. You know, I do think that, say, you know, getting a plastic baggie and putting a couple of your stuff on things on like a cotton round in a plastic baggie, that would work better than this potentially, or it makes more sense financially. These are cute, these are trendy, but I think that's not worth the cost and the utility of these. Sure, I'll use them. This isn't like filling a gap in the market in my mind. This is just like elevating something that already exists in the market, which serves a purpose, and there is a market for that, but I don't think it's a necessity for you to have the Cadence system. Have you ever heard of Cadence? Have you ever bought Cadence? Do you think that these are worth $80 for 6 capsules or even $14 for 1? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I have a podcast, the Swell Shenanigans Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday. Reminder, I have merch like that mug back there. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. You could also support me on Patreon. Link listed down below. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, that'll be all up here. And that's going to be it. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. Picture this. You're on a trip for the first time, away with your partner, your significant other, okay? First time traveling with them, okay? You walk by the bathroom when they're in there. They're getting ready for bed, doing their skincare, and you see them. They have a capsule open in their hand. There's a magnetic lid next to it, and they're they're adding things to their face. They're putting on product. What do you do? What's your thought process? What are you thinking? The first thing I would do is be like, look, and probably like show them that it's magnetic. What do you think? Thank you, Audrey, Alan, Cameron, Christopher, Chris, Crash PC, China, Dirty One, Don, Elliot, Evan, Eric, Feckless, Hopeless, Incognito, Jackaray, Joe, John M, Jordan, Joseph, Kenny, Kim, Kristen, Lamb, Lex, Lisa, Louise, Matt O, Matthew S, Meme Lord, Michael, Michael J, Micah, Nathan, Nathaniel, Pat, Penn, Richard, Rob, Red, Robert, Ross, Sam, Serena, Skylar, Simon, Tasha, Timothy, Tom, Wendy, Williams, Endry, Zwink.